morning, Tanya.
Good
I
morning.
would like to ask you a question. I have a seller. They own 34 interest in the commercial building, and they already took the property out of the LLC, and now the property held as the tenant in common.
Mhm.
My question is, in what way we can market the sale of the real estate without the business? Because today they decide they do not want to sell the dental business anymore. Can I sell that or I cannot?
Yeah, you can sell whatever ownership of the real estate that somebody has. So if there are tenants in
34.
common and they
Yeah.
own 34% of the real estate, you can certainly market that 34% of the real estate.
I'll call the MLS and they said they do not allow me to advertise because they cannot compare to other property. But I still can sell on the platform of bid by sale, for example, right?
I wouldn't necessarily use biz by sell because if there's no business involved, it's not
Yeah.
really the proper forum for it, but you can go out to Crexi and CoStar and LoopNet and whatever else to market the real estate interest. Yeah,
I remember one time you said that we are not allowed to sell the portion of the
of a
real
business, a
estate. Yeah.
portion of a business, and
No.
that's because it violates the securities laws.
Oh, only the portion of a business, but the real estate, we are allowed to sell 34, like in this case, right? We
Yeah,
are.
because that's what the owner owns. I mean, your client, if your client owns, yeah, because the real estate interest, if you're selling 34% of the real estate, you're not involved with securities laws. But if you're selling 34% of an LLC, it's a membership interest, which is kind of equivalent to shares of stock, which is controlled by your securities laws.
Oh, I understand because now the property is owned as a tenant in common. That's why I'm allowed. Otherwise, no. Otherwise,
Yeah,
no.
if it was still in the LLC, it would be a problem. But because they took it out of the LLC, you can sell that with no problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank
Sure.
you.